Welcome to the Localite podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Smiley. This is where we discover the who, what, when, where of Alamance County. We're starting into our interview phase. Yeah. I'm joined by our lovely editor-in-chief, Chris Joyce. How are you doing today, Chris?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. So when we think of podcasting, everyone and their mother just wants to do a podcast. Why did we start this? What do you feel like? Like what draw? So when we jumped into the podcast, like what was your first reaction? We were like, hey, let's start a podcast about local things.
I think I needed something to do.
Okay. Let's crack to that. Cheers to doing things. So like when you're getting like what did you need to do? Like I know you have a history in tax and money. Mm-hmm. What draws you to being like an editor? Like what do you like about editing?
It just kind of feels like it. Honestly, it's the same thing. Like people ask me like what I liked about accounting. It's like it's just kind of a big puzzle to me.
Okay.
And with editing, it's not like something specifically needs to like a specific outcome. It's more creatively like liberating than punching numbers into a spreadsheet.
Yeah, I feel that. Do you we're now on, I think we're like at 6 weeks, 7 weeks now.
Something like that, yeah.
Well, we've done it a month, so I think it's 5 weeks. Mm-hmm. 6, I can't. We're going to, all right.
5 years.
5 years. But we've done enough of these. Do you feel accomplished in doing, because your edits have been, one, I want to say, he started off really uncomfortable with how you were doing the shorts, mm-hmm. and they have just been baller within the last like 3 weeks. And obviously with us to be only doing 5 weeks, that's crazy turnaround.
Well, I mean, we're putting out a short every day, so it really builds a muscle that way. It's like anything else.
Yeah, absolutely. So you actually feel more accomplished when you actually get like a piece of work that you can look back on.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. I rewatch like the one I posted today. I'll rewatch it like 3 or 4 times just to be like, what are people thinking about it? I get to see your face all the time.
I know you sent me that picture where I guess it was your camera roll, and it's just a bunch of my mug, just all through your camera roll. If you ever went on a date and she asked to see your camera roll, who is this guy? You're gonna get sick of it. You're gonna get sick of my face.
I feel like I would have gotten sick by now.
That's true. Let's add 5 weeks. Yeah, you've been killing it. You've been killing it with the content.
Thank you.
I feel like should back up a little bit, because I feel like we launched the podcast. This was all at your kudos. You got me off my ass to finally launch this thing. I feel like we should describe what Localite is and kind of like what our mission was. Did you want to talk on that, or do you want me to lean into it first? Kind of.
I feel like this is your brainchild, so you.
Okay, so so my general thesis is, and let me know if I'm kind of rambling, but with AI, the way it's going and the way the media is, the way we're overemphasizing, in my opinion, big stories all over the place. I think people are going to be yearning for local stories and local channels because, well, one, they're not getting it because everything is, you're hearing more about Iran, you're hearing more about what's going on in China, what's going on in South America, and then when something finally happens in your area, whether it's for good or for bad, we don't hear about it.
Right.
When you do hear about it, it's at the last minute. Right. And so we wanted to create something that, it's not serious. We're talking about like who, what, when, where, and the who's and what's are, or the what's and the when's are right now. So we're talking about events. We're talking about things in, shops. And so we're trying to plug in those. But I'd love, this is part of the reason why we're, testing this format is we want to interview people. We want to get people on this podcast, people that your neighbors. We see so many people online, and half the time, if it's not a celebrity that I've known for years, I go, who is that person? How do I know that person's real? And even if it is a real person, how do I know that that person just hasn't, plugged their image into ChatGPT and then just made formatted videos of it?
Yeah.
So the brainchild was to come up with a podcast specifically with the goal to highlight things going on locally. Now, obviously, we are Alamance County and surrounding areas. We're using surrounding areas very loosely because I'll crack the whip now. I'm in McLeansville.
I'm in Randolph County.
But we were raised and grew up in Alamance County. We know a lot of people in Alamance, and that seems to be, kind of the root of where we come from. So, I mean, it's not like I work in Alamance County. I work in Burlington. You've got family over in, is it Snow Camp?
Yeah, in that area.
Yeah, so like we're, back off, people. It's really just me who's been having this issue. But so we came up with this idea of just highlighting people with the emphasis. I used to have a podcast, Cooler Conversation. I still have it, but I would interview people with their businesses and whatnot for 1 week, and the next week we'd be talking about The Mandalorian. So I was like, it wasn't something where I felt like people could like go to every week with like a trusted source. It was basically kind of like the bro podcast. Like we'll talk about anything and whatnot. So this was kind of something of like along the lines of coming up with a product that would hopefully engage you guys in something that you guys would want. Did I miss anything? I know
No, I think you got it. Something I was thinking about the other day, thinking about this interview.
I really put you on the spot. Let's do an interview, and let's interview you. So now you're going to have your face in
the shyest person you know.
Hey, drink up the liquid courage.
Yeah, like a while ago, I kind of had this realization that there's so many awful things going on in the world and like abroad and everything in the country even. And it's like the only thing we can kind of do is just like focus on what's around us and make a difference in the lives of the people around us. And I feel like this is really kind of is that.
Correct. And me and you have talked in behind the camera. We know that there's people who have newspapers, they have newsletters, people who are bloggers and vloggers. We're not trying to compete with them. Not to quote Gary V, who's all over my algorithm and every time I want to make content.
From Alamance.
You got to turn it up.
Oh. There we go.
These surrounding areas. New York City is surrounding. We're going to expand. Next week, we'll talk about North Korea. Alamance County surrounding areas. No, but like he made this. Anytime I talk anything about content, and I'm like, it's not or, it's and, right? So like the lady who may run like an Alamance County web page or is vlogging about certain food, cool. Like I'd love to have you on the podcast. We collaborating more. There's too much. That's the one thing with like small town that you get the bad rap of being kind of against each other. Like I've seen enough in the small town where it's like, oh, if there's another gym in the area and they're right down the block, then I hate them. It's like they're probably not your target audience anyway, whoever they're bringing in. You are the target audience.
Yeah.
So go yes and, right? I know that some people are gonna like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, and there's probably a lot of detriment to it. But in this space, when it comes to media, I'm a yes and. You can listen if someone else comes out with a podcast talking about Alamance County. First instinct, I'm gonna be like,
it's on site.
First of all, I said magazines. You can do a magazine. There ain't no Alamance County podcast with this one. Meet us at Cumtown Plaza or Cum Park Plaza.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. Shout out to Crab Rangoon guy. Genius marketing, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite. That should be our, if we ever get big and that we will go and do all of our events will just be crab rangoon and pizza. And if you don't know what we're talking about, go back to a couple weeks in the podcast. There was an event held at Come Park Plaza.
Chaco, shout out to Chaco.
Check out him. He should be on the podcast. Maybe we can do like a mini desk concert.
Ooh, I like that.
That'd be sick.
Yeah,
we got a lot of ideas cooking. But yeah, it's a yes and. I'm not opposed to anything.
Yeah.
So with you editing and the one thing I'm excited about with you is you have a prowess for like music and concerts. I get most of my music ideas from you. Like the fact that you introduced me to Joey Valence and Bray. I'm the baddest bitch in this club. Who's the baddest bitch in this club? I'm the baddest bitch in this club.
Oh yeah.
Sick. I'm so obsessed with them.
Yeah.
Love their music. But I can definitely see you reaching into that space and then bringing them like on the show or highlighting them. Cause I know a lot, business owners and, I was into the fitness scene, not me personally being fit, but like I knew those people. But you in the music space, I think would be killer, especially like connecting with people, and people don't know about these things around here. That's the other thing.
Yeah. I mean, I've already I've built my playlist to, I'm doing a little series, a new segment that we're bringing in June. Building a playlist for 4 small kind of local venues.
Ooh, okay.
And like shows I want to like promote, I guess.
Okay. It'd be sick. What if you came up with a Spotify playlist?
I was thinking about that today. That would be cool.
Ooh, and we put that in like a link in the bottom?
Yeah, maybe.
It's surrounding areas. It's like...
yeah, there's no...
Metallica.
No Ticketmaster events.
Okay.
I'm looking at the Pearl in Greensboro, Hangar 1819 in Greensboro.
Okay.
And then in Chapel Hill or Carborough, Cat's Cradle, Loco 506.
Cat's Cradle is doing they're putting on an event at Saxba Hall.
The Hall River Ballroom.
Yeah, is it the original porn people? Literally, I'm not even joking. Their name, oh my God, the new pornographers. That's literally what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they've been around for like 20 years. I saw it because I literally was looking up. You know what? Shout out to Visit Alamance. You guys have a great library of events going on in the area. Would love to link up with you guys, but I saw on their website. I was like just going through the events, and I just saw new pornographers. I was like, in Alamance. What?
Click.
Oh my God. I was like, what kind of town are we in? And I saw it was at Saxball, and I was like, I know they're open-minded over there, but jeez. But it's a band. It's a band. Shout out to the new pornographers, not the old ones.
Have to check them out. Never heard of them.
Be careful what you Google.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you with the music atmosphere is going to be really cool to connect people with that. Have you found anybody yet?
No, I haven't started listening to my playlist yet.
Okay. I mean, there's a lot to do. It's hard to find like a local talent. Because we'd love to highlight them too. Like, and I'm not trying to say that we're going to be like kingmakers or anything, but the biggest thing is there's just people out there looking for things. Mm-hmm. And you know that if they don't see it here, they're just going to go on Instagram and they're going to see, somebody in New York, somebody in Atlanta. And it's like, there could be people here. Mm-hmm. I've always thought of this concept, especially when it came to Alamance County, is the amount of growth that's coming into the state, and especially now. I used to say this years ago, but like I think North Carolina is like one of like 5 or 6 states that actually grew like substantially.
Yeah.
And so I just see so much opportunity around here. Mm-hmm. And especially with the reason Alamance County is honestly kind of like a hub is like most people are living in Alamance County and then working outwards.
Yeah.
Either it's Winston or it's in the triad or they're going to the triangle. Mm-hmm. And they live here. And so it's like if you live here, there should be stuff to do here.
Yeah, for sure.
So But yeah, as far as that's why I'm really pumped about you getting into that. You editing, you've been phenomenal with that. So I'm pumped to kind of do this with you. Is there anything that you like? I know you've hosted another podcast with a friend of yours. Like, what is it about podcasting that like draws you in? What is it, that specific medium?
I think like in high school, I was super into stand-up comedy and music. And then when I got into college, that's when podcasting became like an extension of stand-up comedy. Mm-hmm. And I think that I just kind of followed that rabbit hole. And now I consume way more podcasts than I do stand-up.
Yeah.
I'd say the podcast and music is kind of like 50-50 for me.
Okay.
Did that answer the question?
No, I mean it's more. I'm always curious. Some people, like I said, we're comparing. There's people who do magazines, people who blog, people who vlog, so it's always interesting to know. I was always drawn to podcasting. I grew up with a lot of talk radio in my household, and I still listen to like morning radio now, and I always love the vibe, especially how I'm a big fan of 92.3. I love two guys named Chris.
Oh yeah.
And so like I always love the banter, but there's always a little bit of like information in there. And so that's what I wanted to kind of convey into this show, hopefully moving forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah, and anything you want to, plug for yourself? I know we're trying to change your career path. So, editing.
A hard pivot. No, this is what I'm focused on.
Yeah.
In my other podcast, as you mentioned.
Yeah. I'm pumped for this. Well, guys, this has been a great conversation. Again, this is our editor, Chris Joyce. You always see him usually at the tail end at some of the bits on the Instagram, but he has been the killer behind the scenes. Guys, if you enjoy the podcast, go and listen to it on all your Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Leave us a review. Again, this is the Localite Podcast, the who, what, when, where of Alamance County. I'm your host, Tyler Smiley, with my editor, Chris Joyce. And if you go to any of the events that we mentioned in the previous episodes, let them know where you heard it. People love to connect, and you could be the one to tell them about us. You'd be the connector.
Tell your neighbors.
Go knock on their door. Tell them. Guys, hope you enjoy. Peace.
See ya.
Full episodes of the Localite Podcast are available on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, and all major podcasting platforms. Check us out.